Yeah, so, to the degree that Nouwen would have said, hey, let's give up relevancy, um, I think he would have been talking in a totally different context than what I was talking about today as a church planter, right? I think what he was saying is quit trying to become like the world and rather embody otherworldliness. So quit trying to be in the conversation on the avant-garde and actually go move into, in his example, a home for people with disabilities and love needy people. So don't spend all your time trying to be relevant that you're not really being Christ. Rather, embody relevance by being Christ-like and serving the most vulnerable. And I think his conversation is a very different one than the way I'm using incarnation as relevance. God didn't send down Jesus to hover 5 feet above the ground with a halo around his head. Like he sent him down to take on human flesh, become human, and speak in the language of the day, dress like the culture of the day, be within the context of a family. Like, I mean, he was incarnated into a place and time and reflected that. He was very Jewish. And so what I'm saying is we have to beware of taking ourselves so far out of culture that we're no longer located in a place and a time in this world with people. We've removed ourselves almost like the monastic movement where we're holed up in a monastery. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're not. We're in our home, and we're with our friends, and we're in our church clubs, but we're really insulated. Does that make sense? Like we've kind of created walls around ourselves. And what I'm saying is that kind of retreat mentality, an escape mentality, let's escape the world and just kind of be other to ourselves, is not what I think Scripture or Paul certainly envisioned. And when I'm saying relevant, I'm saying no, speak the language of your culture, be in your culture, incarnate yourself there so that you really can be transformative salt and light. So I think Henri Nouwen was speaking as a Catholic priest about what does it really mean to be a follower of Christ and to not just talk or run around trying to be cool, but to really serve the least. And I'm talking kind of more broad strokes, the church or Christ and culture, kind of from a church planter standpoint. So maybe the same word, but totally different. Totally different.